Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me, Alicia. If this is your first time here, and if not, welcome back. Alright, we are back with a beauty video. This actually came a recommendation from when I was doing a live on Instagram and I was showing the foundation that I was using, and someone asked me if I could recommend some good foundations. So we are going to do a quick round robin with what I have on, and then we're going to get into the video. Alright, so I forget that I like jet black hair until my hair is dyed jet black. I used to dye my hair jet black every single year, and then the pandemic happened and then I kind of stopped. So this is the first time in 4 years I've dyed my hair jet black. Absolutely love. We'll get into the makeup look because that is what the foundation that I'm wearing is one of the shades that I'm talking about. The jewelry, of course, is always going to be from the Live and Fearless collection. This is a part of a necklace, a bracelet that matches it. I'm pretty sure it's still on the site. And then this is our Olivia. It's like an infinity choker. It's not available now because it's always selling out, and we have a couple of collections coming up, so it'll probably won't hit the site again until like early to mid-March. And then there is also a bracelet that comes with it. And then my shirt is from Hennes and Mauritz. You guys would have seen it a couple of times. I got it in Vegas, and then I've worn it before on a date night, so I want to say it was a part of the what I wore. But I love it because this is actually this V right here. It has some kind of like wiring or a metal, so I don't have to worry about that like falling, and it hits the perfect amount of like off the shoulders that I am looking for. And then what I do love is that I can do this and it doesn't move. I love a good fitted shirt, so if it's available, I will link it. But like I said, I got it in October, so I don't know if it's still available. If I can find it, I'll link it. If not, I'll link a good compliments substitute suggestions. And then my nails were in our press-on game, so I'll link those. Got them from Amazon. Okay, so as you guys would have saw from the title, we are doing this is my 7 favorite foundations. I'm giving you guys a range of prices. I'm giving you guys a range of light to medium to full coverage. I'm going to give you guys all of the details. These are the 7 that I have in my arsenal or in my Lazy Susan that I can like swirl. What am I feeling like today? What are the vibes today? These are the 7 that I reach for the most. And as someone who has gotten a lot of PR, these are the ones I'm just like, okay, give me these, give me these, give me these. So we're gonna go, how are we gonna go? We're going in order from like cheapest to most expensive. I'm gonna give you guys their shade range. I'm gonna give you guys my shade so that you can have a good reference point. Some good wears. I also have done tutorials with every single one of these foundations, so I will make sure to put up a tutorial on the side somewhere so you guys can see the actual foundation in action. So let's just get into the first one. Okay, first one up, we're gonna go with this one, which basically went viral on TikTok, and for a while you could not find your shade range, and that is the NYX Bear With Me Blur Foundation. I wear number 18, which is the color Nutmeg, and it retails for about $14. So one of the things that I do love about NYX products in general, one, I think it's a really great makeup company if you are just trying to start into makeup, trying to get the feel of it, try to learn how to do your own face, and you don't want to spend that much money. They have absolutely everything that you need to do your makeup from start to finish. Primer, foundation, concealer, brow products, all the work. So I love that they're a good relatively inexpensive makeup company. Now this one in particular has about 24 shades, which is pretty decent considering the price point. They said medium coverage. I think this is full coverage. I personally, now I do also pair this with a concealer, but I have paired this without a concealer, and I feel like it's medium, so I'm going to say medium to full coverage because I definitely think that it has the ability to cover up blemishes, acne spots, all that kind of thing. It does boast a 16 to 18 hour wear, which I absolutely can believe. And because I would say this is a matte foundation, I would recommend this for like normal to oily, not necessarily dry skin, because like I said, most mattes do dry your face. So if you already have dry skin, I wouldn't recommend then putting on a dry foundation on top of it. But I love this foundation. Alright, next up we are going to pull the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Foundation. For reference, I am in color 420, and this retails for $40. Now y'all know, first of all, y'all know I'm a big Rihanna fan, and there's not much that Rihanna is going to pull out that I'm not going to buy. So when this first came out, the girls were, first of all, we were all taken aback. we get it, Rihanna's great, but when she came out and she immediately had well over 50 shades, that was like unheard of in the makeup community, to have so many shades on your first launch. And I love that she said that that's one of the first things that she wanted to do. Like, she's not going to pull out a foundation if she doesn't have more than enough shades to be able to accommodate everyone. So this actually has 56 shades. So you're definitely able to find a little something for everybody. So like I said, this is a soft matte long wear foundation. Soft mattes, I would definitely recommend this for oily, normal, or like combination skin. If you're really, really dry, once again, I wouldn't recommend this one, because this is, even if it's a soft matte, it's still going to give you a little bit of drying. So depending on how dry your skin is, I either wouldn't go with this, or I would pair it with a very moisturizing primer, and then your skincare that you put underneath your makeup, because we do know that your skincare is just as, if not more important than your makeup. Okay. I would do some moisturizing products for your skincare if you are considering doing a matte foundation and you already have dry skin. So full coverage, I would say it's more buildable. What I have had to do with this, especially if I wanted to stay all day, or at least most of the day, so I'm thinking like 8 to 10 hours, is I will put it on, let it dry. That's probably a note for every single foundation that I'm going to show you guys. You need to let your foundation dry before you go adding on products. And if you notice, if you look on like the how-to or the instructions, most foundations are going to say let dry or leave for 1 minute to get the true tone. You don't want to put on your foundation and then immediately start putting on something. You want it to let it dry. You want to be able to let those color, the color get into your foundation, get into your skin. That way you can see the true color. You need it to oxidize. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. Thank you. You need it to oxidize before you then move on to the other parts of your makeup routine. So love this one. Like I said, 56 shades. I will have to say, as I was doing research for this, because now, hallelujah, I don't know how I got it. I don't know who was talking to Rihanna, but somebody said, hey Rihanna, at least you need to get on your PR list. And they was like, she does? And they're like, yeah, she need to go on your PR list. So I have gotten a lot of Rihanna like beauty stuff. So I haven't bought one of these foundations in a minute. I did recently go on vacation and I did get the miniature version at Target, but she's on the PR list. I don't know how. I don't know how. Even my manager was like, I don't know. I don't know either. Actually, I do know, because I'm God's favorite. All right, the next up I am including, because I feel like, you know, this is the 2024 is going to be the year that we're going to take the trip. Okay, we're going to take the trip. We're going to take our vacation. We're going to enjoy the beach, even if we got to go by our damn self. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse. I'm trying not to curse in 2024. So I wanted to come to you guys and give you guys the skin tint that I have been wearing for every single tropical vacation that we took last year. And that is the Summer Fridays skin tint. And then I am color shade number 7. What I will have to say is the downside. Oh, this is retails for $42. I don't know if I just said that. What I will have to say is that this only has 12 shades. That is what I have seen about the range for some tinted moisturizer, because I would consider this a tinted moisturizer. It says sheer skin tint. They don't want to say tinted moisturizer. That's exactly what it is. So it doesn't have that big of a range. But what I will say is that I am surprised that for the dollar amount, $42 US, that they only have 12 shades. Nonetheless, I am in shade 7. What I really love about this one, I feel like it's definitely lightweight and it feels like a second skin to me. So I was able to wear it in Florida and not have issues. More importantly, I was able to wear it to the Maldives. This is the only thing that I took with me to the Maldives, because you being that close to the equator, I don't want nothing that says foundation on it. I don't want nothing. Even if it's lightweight, I need it to just be like a second skin. So that's one of the main things why I decided to take this with me. Another reason why I have been prone to Summer Fridays over the other skin finishes is that they have ingredients like niacinamide and hyaluronic acid that helps improve the visibility of your overall skin, helps your skin glow, helps reduce the appearance of like dark marks while you're actually wearing it. So it actually, not only is it something that's helping you blur, not really blur, like a second skin, but it also has some really great skin beneficial things going on with it. And so that's why I like it. I'm probably due for another one because this is probably out. Like I said, I got this in, when did we first go? I got this in June of last year when we started the vacation process. And so June we went to Florida twice. July went to Florida once. August I had to go to Florida for work, and then for San Francisco, and then not San Francisco, San Juan for the book club. September we went to the Maldives. October we went to Vegas, so I didn't need it for that. And then November we did a quick stint in Florida, and then for December we just went to Aruba. So she's gotten quite a bit of uses. I will have to say, for the most part, I don't use this throughout while I'm here, like while I'm not on vacation, just because if I need something this light, I'm just not going to put on makeup here. I'll put on a quick concealer and call it a day. So I have just been reserving this strictly for vacation, but wanted to give you guys the option that I do wear on vacation in case you were looking for a nice lightweight tinted moisturizer that actually works great for the skin. All right, next up we have what I would consider, I have two bays in this foundation, and this is the ones that I go to the most. So first up we have the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. This retails for about $42. I am in the shade Macao, which is a medium deep 4, and this is a matte foundation. When I tell y'all I love her so much, I always have a backup. I'm looking up here because I'm just like, I'm always going to have two of these. I love the way that this goes. Okay, let's get into the details. Let me just not ramble. So this comes in 34 shades, so not as many shades as some of the other more expensive foundations that we're going to get to, but still a pretty good, decent shade range. To me, I feel like a decent shade range is anything that is more than 30. I feel like 30 is a good, you can have 10 light, 10 medium, and 10 dark. Now, most companies don't always do that. I feel like that should be a recommendation that if you're going to have, you should have the same even number of shades. Anyway, this has 34 shades. It is a full coverage foundation, and when they say full, it actually is recommended for those that have acne and blemishes, because when I tell you that it blurs them, okay? Absolutely love this. Normally when I am wearing this foundation, I do not put on concealer. Like, I don't try to put concealer to conceal some of my dark marks. I just put this straight on. I put on my little under eye concealer, and then I put this straight on because we love her. Also, this has nothing to do with the video. Well, kind of it does. I actually prefer to put this on with a blush. I'm not with a blush, with a brush over a like blending sponge. I prefer, and I'll link the blush. Why do I keep saying blush? I will link the brush below that I use to put this foundation on with. But all right, next up we have, this is probably going to be my third favorite. The NARS is my second favorite. This is my third. And that is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This retails for about $49, and I am in color RC1, which is Rich Chestnut. I love her. I actually did a collaboration with Estee Lauder a couple of years ago, and this was the foundation. I don't even know if I could find that picture. Hopefully I can find that picture. It was actually not a couple. It was several years ago. This is back when we were in our first house. Alicia, I need you to dig this picture up because I want people to see it. So yeah, this was a foundation that I did with them, and I've been buying it ever since. I love this foundation. It's just a good, like I said, overall, I would say medium to full coverage. They did say that it is buildable, so you can have the option. When they mean buildable, medium to full, which means you can put on a first layer, let it dry, put on a second layer, let it dry. If you want to put on a third layer, you can, but I don't know why you would. I feel like the second layer should be buildable enough for you. And then they recommend this is all day wear. So I normally will put this on when I need to be shooting all day. Like if I need like an all day beat, I'm talking about from like 8 o'clock in the morning, and then me and William are going out for date night later that night. I need it to last all day. I will normally reach for this. The only downside that I have seen with this one, and this is the one why this is my third favorite is that throughout the day, because this is pretty matte, I can feel my face drying out. So I'll have to hit my face with a little setting spray just to give me a little bit more moisture back in my face. Like I said, I feel like I have normal skin, so I definitely wouldn't recommend this for someone who has dry, because unless you're doing what, like I said, moisturizing properties, primer, skincare, you have a very moisturizing setting spray, this is definitely going to dry out throughout the day. That's the one thing that I will say, is that about, like, if I'm putting this on at 8 or 9 o'clock, at about 1 or 2, I'm going to have to spray my face with a setting spray, and probably again at like 6 or 7. So that's the one downside about this, but overall, I mean, face is set. All right, I know I said that I was going to go in order, but I wanted to save my best or my favorite for last, so we're going to go with this one. So next up, we have the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Foundation. That was a lot, Auntie Pat. That was a lot. Sorry. This retails for $69, so definitely on the higher price point, and this has 33 shades. So what I will, oh, and I am shade, what is that, medium deep 28. So immediately what I would say is I was a little disappointed that Auntie Pat only had 33 shades, considering that your price point is $70. So when you have brands like Fenty Beauty, who has 56 shades, and then you have brands like Estee Lauder, who also has 56 shades, and they have a lower price point, I would have figured for Auntie Pat, for 70 United States dollars, you could have did a little bit better with just more than just 33 shades. But I get it, you're, you know, maybe you'll upgrade or do something later. So the reason why I wanted to include this one is that this one is a natural finish. This is not a matte, so this is perfect for all skin types. Dry, normal, oily combination. This is perfect for everyone. It is also buildable. It's a medium, light to medium buildable. I wouldn't think that this one would be a very full coverage unless you put on quite a couple of coats. I have had to put on about 2, and I feel like that gives me the coverage that I'm looking for. I also am not someone that has a lot of dark marks. I'm not someone that has a lot of like blemishes that need to be covered up. So if you are one of those people, that this would probably need to accompany a very full coverage concealer if you really want to hide all those. But I really wanted to include this one. I actually normally only reach for this one in the spring and the summer when I want to put a little bit of coverage on my face, but I don't want the fullness and the heaviness as it's a matte. So if I am going out with the girls, or if I'm doing, you know, just a normal out brunch, or out for the day, or out for, you know, enjoying the spring, I will normally reach for this one, because like I said, it does have a natural finish, and I have always paired this one with a concealer. I've never worn this separate, but it is, like I said, it is a very natural finish, very medium to lightweight foundation. So wanted to include this one. Like I said, she is definitely the most expensive for $70. But if you're looking for a foundation that is good for every single type of skin type, and then you're looking for something very medium, very lightweight, not anything that's like heavy and weighing down on your face, I would go with Auntie Pat, and it's Black owned. Okay, now let's get into my favorite. Okay, so we're gonna get into my favorite foundation, and I don't think y'all realize how much, like, this is the one that I reach for the most. This is the one where if I am doing a video on YouTube, or if you just see me shooting content period, there's an 80% chance that this is the foundation that I'm wearing. I actually got this in PR a long time ago, back when it first came out, and when I tell you I tried this foundation, I have been hooked ever since. Hooked. And they haven't sent it to me again. They're always sending a bunch of like different stuff, so maybe they've sent it to me one time before, but other than that, I've just been going to get it myself, because once again, this is one of those where I'm always going to have the backup. Let's just get into it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter Foundation. You want to try again? I'm trying to show the people an up close look. You want to try it again? Okay, here we go. This is the Airbrush Flawless Filter Foundation. This retails for about $49, and it has 40 shade ranges. Full coverage. It says stays all day and night, which it does. Okay, once you put it on, done. I have never had to reapply this foundation. Alicia, let's get into the details. Sorry, I'm coming back. So, details, like I said, it retails for $49 US. It has 40 shades. Once again, I think it could be a little bit more for the price point, but that's fine. This is definitely full coverage. This is definitely full coverage. It is definitely matte. So I would not recommend this. Once again, I'm going to say it again. This is definitely a heavy matte. So similar to the NARS. It's not a soft matte like the Fenty Beauty. This is definitely a good, thick matte foundation. So if you already have dry skin, same thing before, either don't use it or make sure you have some very moisturizing things that go underneath and on top of your skin before you put this foundation on. One of the properties is that it helps reduce the appearance of wrinkles. I ain't got no wrinkles. Thank you, God. Hallelujah. But it does help me reduce my dark spots, any blemishes that I have. So I do not put on, once again, concealer on my dark marks if I am putting this on. Under eye concealer, immediately put on the foundation. I don't have to worry about doing anything extra to try to prep my skin to go underneath. Blemishes, acne marks, it does a really good job with my hyperpigmentation, which I have a little bit left around my mouth area. It's just, this is bae. Did I say what color I was in? I was in number 14, which is Warm Chod. So what I have on right now, I have had my makeup on for about 2.5 hours. Yeah, about 2.5 hours. And filter. Where? Absolutely love her. This. What are the girls? I don't have nails to do the ASMR. Can y'all hear that? Oh, there it goes. This is bae. We love her. Alright, so guys, I hope you have enjoyed this, I would say, a much needed video. I used to do, because I was a natural hair influencer, I did natural hair and beauty all the time on YouTube, and I have just kind of like got away from it, and I kind of want to get back into my beauty bag, especially for us fellow dark skinned girls. So I will make sure that I link every single foundation that I showed you guys. I will also put the shade that I know I mentioned it on here and it will be on the screen, but I will also put it in the description box for you. If there is another favorites, whatever, what are you using, yada yada yada, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. You guys know this is literally how I come up with videos to create, because I have enough things swirling around in my brain that when it comes to Sunday videos, I get confused. Like, I have my go-tos of what I wore this week's in the shopping while curvy, but other than that, I need y'all to give me some ideas in the comment section below. So don't be shy, put it in the comment section below. Is that it? Yes. If you have made it this far in the video and you have not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. Hey friend. Also click the notification bell so you don't miss any videos from me. While you're here, guys, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and do all the things that the other YouTubers tell you to do. And I'm going to catch you guys Thursday, 7 o'clock.